Good evening, everyone. Rochester City Hall is claiming a staffing concern expressed by the firefighters union is, in their words, without merit.
The union argues recent changes will impact safety, but City Hall is countering with a study that was originally pushed for by the union. Some dire predictions made this week in a letter to Rochester firefighters from their union leader, Eddie Santiago, saying staffing changes, quote, put civilian and firefighters' lives at risk. It's ineffective and does not provide true savings. Here's what he's upset about. You call in a fire in the city of Rochester, and the fire department will decide how many units to send. Each unit has 4 firefighters and 1 apparatus. In the past, if someone calls out sick in a unit, RFD would use overtime to fill that spot. Now, under what's called dynamic staffing, that unit with a missing member will disperse to other units, meaning fewer units out there.
Common sense just says that if you're coming from a greater distance, and depending on what time of the day, you got to take traffic into consideration. You have to take the weather. There's a lot of factors that go into that will delay the response time.
What News 8 learned after that letter was sent out was that change comes from recommendations within a study of the RFD that the union asked for and supported. It's called the Fitch study, and it says the current response time is sufficient and suggests dynamic staffing could save money while not greatly impacting the response time.
The study said this could be done safely. It actually suggested that potentially the city go further and could look at closing stations or reducing personnel. And that's certainly not something the mayor considered. The mayor values our fire department. So overall, I think in fairness, the path forward that we've taken is an astute one and the one that will ultimately protect the community. And criticism of that, yeah, is certainly probably is without merit.
But Santiago says despite his initial support, he now believes the Fitch study went above and beyond the scope of the study.
They weren't supposed to come back with alternatives. And they came back with 5 alternatives. And the first 2 alternatives says add companies.
Those 2 alternatives that he was just talking about, options from the study, were designed to decrease response times. It was the 5th alternative, the 5th option, that put forth the idea of a staffing change that could maintain response times. That's the one the city is now implementing. To read the entire Fitch study, go to this story at rochesterfirst.com.